All right. I'm here. Everything's going to be okay, but I do have a LABO, and I know we shouldn't be talking about LABO, but we do. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes both. But that's going to be okay too. And I know this is a city exclusive, which makes it all the worse because it goes for outrageous amounts of money. But that's okay too because you have the choice. If you like the perfume, you can spend the money. And if you don't like the perfume, that's okay too, because you don't have to buy it. And it's all up to you, and nobody can make you do anything you don't want to, right? You have the choice, which is the beauty of all of this. And it's subjective, and the choice is yours. Nobody's going to force your arm into spending money. However, okay, so this is Musk 25, which is a musk perfume. This is, Le Labo's got this thing where they name perfumes after notes or ingredients or materials that don't necessarily smell like it in the fragrance. But this is definitely a musk perfume, and we've got several varieties of musks here. We got our clean musks and we have our dirty musks. A little bit of white nitro musks, but so this is a contrasting perfume. What do I mean by that? Okay, so I get light and I get dark and I get clean and I get dirtiness, right? So there is a sparkle of light to this. I get even pink hues, and that must be coming from some florals. I know rose is listed, but I feel like there's maybe some peonies or I don't know, something else quite floral. And there's some darkness coming from the dirty animalic musks. So the cleanliness, the cleanliness versus the dirtiness. The cleanliness is coming, to me, I would perceive clean as absolutely not clean, being devoid of any sort of dirtiness, including even the smell. But I guess we've all associated ourselves with being clean with a specific smell, perhaps laundry detergent like Tide, or softener, or even dryer sheets, or dish soap, or shower gels, body wash, that sort of thing, right? Because it has a smell to it and we perceive it as being clean. So there is definitely a cleanliness to this perfume, and it does feel like almost like fresh laundered bed sheets or linen or clothes, maybe that have been out hanging in the wind to dry. That scent of very clean, fresh bed sheets, which is amazing. I love clean fragrances. I don't often talk about them because they're not as exciting to me as dirty perfumes, but I do. I'm a fan of clean perfumes. I like that sort of thing. However, the dirty aspect is much more interesting to me because here it is animalic and it is furry, and in its dirtiness, it never really goes barnyardy. I don't get that poopiness that so many claim to get from this. I don't think it really goes there, and I don't find it as offensive as, let's say, Mousse Kublai Khan, which this shares a sort of musk with. I get that, that furriness, that unkept animal pet hair from Mousse Kublai Khan. I find that here. I get that, but this just doesn't get as dirty as Mousse Kublai Khan. Mousse Kublai Khan is much more challenging to wear, where this is, this is just so sensual and clean and cozy and warm, and I find this really easy to wear. It's slightly powdery. I don't know, it just feels like cozying up to a pet, or coming home from work and smacking your loved one on the ass and getting a nice hug in return. A nice playful gesture, right? But it performs in a really interesting way where it is slightly invisible. It is slightly a transparent perfume, but unlike Jean-Claude Elena's, which we know are whimsical and they kind of float and hover up around us, the musks of this keep it heavy, and as invisible and transparent as it is, those musks really drop it right to the ground, if you know what I mean, right? It doesn't have that airiness, that quality of the Hermes's. It's much heavier, but at the same time, it does disappear on me and it comes back, and it's a little bit elusive, like like some perfume creative directors that I know. Shout outs to creative directors. But anyway, love this fragrance, even though it is a Le Labo, and we're not supposed to talk highly of Le Labos being fragrance enthusiasts. But this is one that I can get on board with, even at the price. But that's all, again, very subjective. And we'll leave that to you to decide for yourself what you want to do. But great. I think it's lovely. Clean, furry, dirty, without being poopy, animalic, sensual, very sensual. I like that sensual quality. A little bit of florals, warm, gorgeous. I think it's a lovely perfume. And being springtime now, I wasn't planning on wearing this. You know, it's getting quite warm out, and I've been reaching for a lot of florals lately. But as I got up today and I looked outside, it was raining and it was dreary. The skies were great, and you know what? The last time I wore this, it was the exact same conditions. So I'm drawn to this in that type of environment where it's a little bit colder, it's a little bit chillier, a little bit moody, and that's what I get from this. It is a little bit of a mood enhancer. Musk 25. Let us know what you think of Musk 25 in the comments down below, or any of the city exclusives or Le Labo or anything else you want to share. Always love seeing your faces and getting to know you there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.